So we're going to use this Gaussian method to solve. We have these equations. Remember, the first thing is to transform this into matrix form. We have the coefficient of x here is 2, coefficient of x here is 2, and coefficient of x here is 3. The coefficient of y here is 2, coefficient of y here is 2, and coefficient of y is 2. Then this is minus 4, minus 1, minus 3. Then for the final answer, we have 0, 1, 3. So we have written this in matrix form. So remember, the first thing is to make this first element to be equal to 1. So we're going to say R1 is going to be half R1. If we divide this 2 by 2, we are going to have 1. So we have 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And this is going to be, this is 1. This is minus 2. Then 0 divided by 2 is 0. So we have 2, 2, minus 1, 1, 3, 2, minus 3, 3. So if you look at this one, we have this one to be 1, the first element. Then the element below the first element is 0. So this is 0, 0. So how can we make this one to be 0? If you say 2 minus 2 times 1, is going to give 2 minus 2, which is 0. So we are going to say that our R2 is going to be equal to R2 minus 2R1. Then for R3, it will be R3 minus 3R1. So that's what we're going to do here. So that we can have, already we have our 1, 1, minus 2, 0. Are we all together? Then this is going to be 2 minus 2 times 1, which is 0. 2 minus 2 times 1, which is 0. And this is going to be minus 1 minus 2 times minus 2. So it's going to be minus 1 plus 4. So this is going to be 3. And this is going to be 1 minus 0, this is 1. Then this one is going to be 3, minus 3 times 1 is 0. 2 minus 3 times 1 is minus 1. And here it's going to be minus 3, minus 3 times minus 2. So this is minus 3 plus 6. This is plus 3. So here, this is going to be 3, and here we have 3 minus, so this one is going to be 3. All together. So now we have this first element to be 1. We want the next element to be 1. So we can see that R2, let's reverse, let this one come here so that this one can come here. We have 1, 1, minus 2. 0. We have 0 minus 1, 3, 3, and this is 0, 0, 3, 1. Remember, I told you I want this one to be equal to 1, not minus 1. So I'm going to say that R2 will be equal to minus R2. Then R3, I want this one to be 1, so it's going to be 1 over 3. R3. All together?
Okay, by demonstration.
So this one is going to be 1, 1, minus 2, 0. So if you take this one, so R2 is going to be minus 0, minus minus 1 is 1. This is minus 3, minus 3. Then for R3, we divide through by 3. So we have 0, 0, 1, and this is going to be 1 over 3. 1 over 3. So what we want now is we want this number. We want this one to be 0. Also with this one to be 0. We want this one to be 0, this one to be 0. So what are we going to do? If we subtract 1 minus 0 or 1 minus this will give you this. 1 minus 1 will be 0, so that we have this. We can now see that our R1 is going to be R1 minus R2. R1 is going to be R1 minus R2, so that we can have 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And minus 2 minus 3 is going to be minus 2 plus 3, which is 1. So this is also 1. So we have 0. And this is going to be 1, that is 0, minus 3. This is going to be 3. So we have 0, 1 minus 3, minus 3. We have 0, 0, 1, 1 over 3. How altogether? So we want this one, we want to reduce it to row echelon form. We want to reduce everything to row echelon form. So we can use this one and this, so that our R1 is going to be R1 minus R2. And we also want this one to be 0. So R2 is going to be R2 minus R2 plus 3 R3. Out altogether. So we have 1 minus 0 is 1. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Then we have 3 minus 1 over 3. 3 minus 1 over 3 is 8 over 3. So this is 8 over 3. Then we have 0. So for R2, 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 0 is, 1 plus 3 times 0 is still 1. And minus 3 plus 3 times 1 is 0. Then we now have minus 3 plus 3 times 1 over 3 minus 3, right? Plus 3 times 1 over 3. So this is going to be minus 3 plus 1. So this is minus 2. And we now have 0, 0, 1, 1 over 3. So you can now see that this one has been reduced to row echelon form. So we have the coefficient of x here. X is now equal to 8 over 3. Y is equal to 2. And z is equal to y over 3. Very simple.